Hi guys, so I forgot to film an intro, but welcome to today's vlog. Happy Sunday. Hope you have a great day. All right, good morning. Welcome to another day of a life, of a day in the life of a regular mom. Today is Sunday, and usually you see Sunday resets. Well, this is Sunday breakfast. I am busting out the bacon, some croissants. Usually when I make bacon, I make a whole pack of bacon because I don't have time for people to be like, oh, I wanted more bacon, blah, 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 blah. No, I just make one whole pack, and we like the Applegate bacon. That or the thick cut bacon that you can get from Sam's, but the Applewood is the one that I had on hand, so just got that going on the pan. Like I said, I use a whole container. Um, Also, I like this bacon pan because it just catches all the grease, so I don't have to worry about like trying to figure out what to do with the grease. And it's healthier for you because it catches all the drippings. Then I made some croissants because if my kids don't eat nothing else, they gonna eat bread. They are bread lovers. Like when we get further along in the video, you'll actually see that one of my kids only had pancakes and bread. Then I like to make eggs as well because Blake loves eggs, and eggs are very high in protein. And I know I only have 2 brown eggs, but that's because I had a lapse in my wick, and when my wick lapsed, I bought eggs out of pocket, and when I buy eggs out of pocket, I buy the brown eggs. But when we get wick eggs, we get the white eggs because they don't allow brown eggs on wick. If you want super fluffy eggs, pay attention to this section of the video. You're going to crack all your eggs, and I like to crack them and put the shells in a separate bowl. Then you're going to put like 1/4 teaspoon of all your spices, salt, paprika, and pepper. And then you're going to put milk. Any kind of milk works. And then you just whisk it together. And the key is to also make sure that your pan is like piping hot. You want to hear a when your eggs hit your pan, okay? That is going to ensure that your eggs are fluffy. Then, in the midst of me making bacon and eggs and the croissants, which is all I intended to make, my son requested pancakes. Now, I have these little pop in the microwave pancakes, but no, he wanted the big pancakes, so I had to pull out the pancake mix. If your kids love pancakes or you eat a lot of pancakes, this package of pancakes from Sam's is top tier. Then that pot in the back is another thing that I didn't intend on making. My husband requested grits, so I had to like hurry up and throw that together. So we ended up having bacon, grits, eggs, croissants, and pancakes for breakfast, even though, again, I only intended for the eggs, the bacon, and the croissants. I can do a whole separate video on making grits because I learned how to make grits when I worked at Disney. But you see the sizzle in the eggs. You see how it's bubbling up on the side? So good. And you don't put your cheese into it until like the last minute. And I even turned the heat off before I put the cheese in, just let the heat from the eggs melt the cheese so it was gooey. But back to what I was saying about the grits. When you make your grits, if you want them real creamy, you take some heavy cream. I just eyeball it because I've been making them so long, but really it should be like a very small amount. You take heavy cream, your seasonings, and your cheese, you drop it in there, and a little bit of regular milk, and they're going to be the best things you ever had. So here I am plating the kids' food, and like I said, you'll see, based off of what I know each kid will eat is what they get on their plate. So all my other kids have a little bit of everything except for the grits. That white bowl is my husband's plate. And he requested grits, so me and him are the only ones that actually ate the grits. And then everybody got bacon except for Jensen, because Jensen, sometimes he like meat, sometimes he don't. It is what it is. If you have a toddler, then you know. Then the older 3 got a pancake. Jensen ended up getting 2 pancakes and 1 bread. And then the girls got 1 pancake along with all their other food. And Blake didn't have a pancake because I knew he wasn't going to eat it. So he just had the original breakfast lineup, which was a bread, some bacon, and eggs. I drop a little bit of syrup in everybody's thing. And then, pow, everybody gets a hearty meal. Now I'm gonna make some coffee for me and my husband. I actually do need to descale my machine. So last night before I went to bed, I put some coffee. I brewed some coffee from my Nespresso machine and put it in the fridge so that I could just make a quick coffee, because I don't want to add any more water to the Nespresso until I descale it. That creamer is the best creamer that Chobani has. I don't usually use creamer because when you get coffee from a coffee shop, they don't actually use creamer. They just use a milk of choice. But I really like that creamer, so I used that this morning. And I made me a cookies and cream, like mocha kind of coffee. And I can go more in depth with how I make my coffees and all that if that's something you guys want to see. But it is really better than getting it out. And then I just ate this little bowl because I had bariatric surgery, so that's all I can eat. Bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, see you next time.